It's that time of the year again. Time to grow your Steam backlog with the Steam Winter Sale 2025. Please join as I try to highlight the 32 best deals, balancing discount, how new the title is, and vibes, how interesting the game is, etc. So let's get stuck in. First off, as usually is the case, a contentious pick, Assassin's Creed Mirage, in 32nd place because, well, a great deal of us are tired with Assassin's Creed. But hey, it's 70% off even though it only released last year. It's reviewing okay, sitting on mostly positive, or if you prefer a different Assassin's Creed, most of them are on sale too. I mean, Valhalla is a whopping 90% off. For the first place, a default discount with Sniper Elite 5 at 90% off, even though it was only released in 2022, and it reviews well enough, 83% very positive, for some nice action-packed World War II gunfights and stealth kills. In 30th place, to fulfill my quota of at least one point-and-click adventure game in these lists, Lost in Play, it's 70% off, and you get to help a brother and sister escape their own imagination. Plus, even though the amount of reviews are small, it's sitting on 97%, overwhelmingly positive. In 29th place, you go beefy again, with Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. It's only like 2 years old, and already 70% off. And sure, I was skeptical of the spin-off, yet another excuse for Kiryu to be in a game, but it's sitting on 96%, overwhelmingly positive. 28th place, another deep discount, but perhaps for a game that has to be on such a discount, Dead Island 2. It's 90% off, but hey, if you want to craft things and murder tons of zombies with maybe a friend or two, tell them to get it too. 27th place, The Tenants, a game about renovation and dealing with problematic tenants. Another 90% off, enticing to try out something cute like this, especially since the reviews are only on mostly positive, 79%. It's one of the older titles on the list as it was released in 2021. In 26th place, something I've handled on one of these lists before, Songs of Conquest, 75% off even though it was only released in 2024, and it reviews well enough. It looks really cool, and if you want an indie take on the Heroes of Might Magic, here you go. 25th place, we have an incredibly beefy pick, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, a whopping 75% off even though it was only released last year. Only so low on the list because it gets good reviews, and that's a pretty big price for something that's probably not going to make as much of an impact as its predecessor. In 24th place, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, the FPS that's best enjoyed with friends, and a fairly rough launch, but maybe it's worth trying out now because it's sitting on 74% mostly positive with a whole bunch of reviews. That doesn't sound that great, but last time I checked, a long time ago, it was sitting on mixed. Plus, it's 75% off. In 23rd place, we have Detroit Become Human, but you better believe it's cheap at 90% off. 94% very positive on Steam with a lot of reviews. Not only that, if you like David Cage's work, you can buy it as part of the Quantic Dreams collection. It also has Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and even Fahrenheit. Speaking of dreams, if you want to help me achieve mine, then please consider liking and subscribing, or maybe just comment any great Steam deals you've seen during this sale. You might be helping someone to find their next game. But no pressure though, I'm grateful you've even watched. In 22nd place, or only Souls-like, Thymesia, one of my loosey-goosey picks because it's only 66% off, and the review's pretty good. The Steam release date was only 2022, and other beefier Souls-like weren't really on that big a sale. I think Lies of P was the best I saw at 50% off. In 21st place, let's go a bit silly and go to the stud farm with Lego Star Wars for Skywalker Saga, only released in 2022, yet it's 90% off. And since it covers 9 films and there's over 300 characters, this game may have great value for money for completionists, if you can bear to play another Lego game. In 20th place, Amnesia the Bunker, sitting on 94% very positive. Sure, probably won't reach the heights of Amnesia the Dark Descent, but it's doing better than A Machine for Pigs or Rebirth, plus it's 75% off, and it was only released in 2023. In 19th place, the polar opposite of Amnesia, SpongeBob SquarePants for Cosmic Shake, only 2 years old and 75% off, a good old-fashioned 3D platformer that seems to be extra dimensional. Now go save your friends. In 18th place, we're going indie survival horror with Year of a Spotlight, where you survive a seance gone wrong in your school. Not a lot of people know of this game, but it's reviewing quite well among those who do. 97% overwhelmingly positive, and it's already 70% off even though it was only released last year. In 17th place, we have Dredge, the Eldritch fishing game. Sure, only 60% off, but it's a monumental indie title. 96% overwhelmingly positive with over 28,000 reviews on Steam, and the Steam release date was only 2023. In 16th place, we have Psychonauts 2, yet again. I keep adding it because it reviews so well. It's one of the best 3D platformers of recent memory. It's trippy and it keeps getting cheaper. Now we've reached 85% off, but the frequency of me putting it in these lists is why I chucked it in the middle. In 15th place, we have Red Dead Redemption 2. This incredible game is sitting so low because, well, firstly, the Steam release date was way back in 2019, and secondly, while it is 80% off, this is for the Ultimate Edition, whose base price is 700 Rand more, and the Standard Edition is not on sale. Slightly irritating. Thank you for watching so far. Please stick around for about 18 seconds, it's intro time. 14th place, our most objectively cozy game, Cattails Wildwood Story. It's like a community sim thing, except in the wild, occupied by cats. 70% off, even though it was only released in 2023, 27% overwhelmingly positive. I played the original, it was fun, but honestly, to get that much enjoyment out of it, you probably have to be a real cat person. In 13th place, our most survival-orientated title, Sons of the Forest, the game where you survive on an island while being pestered by cannibals. Even bigger sale than last time, 69% off, even though it was only released last year, and it's reviewing quite well as it's sitting on 88% very positive with over 107,000 reviews on Steam. In 12th place, the Roman Groundhog Day detective game, The Forgotten City. If it looks familiar, it was based on a Skyrim mod, but it reviews very well, 96% overwhelmingly positive, and it's a whopping 75% off, but it is one of our older titles. In 11th place, another such old title, but kind of an indie darling, TOEM, however you pronounce that, a cute indie black and white photography game. 80% off with a whopping 99% overwhelmingly positive rating. If it's not the most well-known game, let's go towards something a bit more known then. Our 10th place pick, Resident Evil 4's remake. Came in first place my last autumn sale video as the Splurge, and now it's 10% more on sale. 60% off, even though it was only released in 2023. Not an amazing sale price, but come on, it's sitting on 97% overwhelmingly positive with over 53,000 reviews on Steam. In 9th place, we have Dungeon Keeper with Ants, Empires of the Undergrowth, a game that has also been doing quite well, 95% overwhelmingly positive with over 9,500 reviews on Steam. Plus it's 70% off, even though it's only a year old. In 8th place, we're going horror again with the Outlast Trials. Like Outlast, but you can play it co-op, which should be interesting since it's based around stealth. It reviews quite well, 94% very positive with over 31,000 reviews on Steam, and sitting on 70% off even though it was only released last year as well. In 7th place, another deep discount, but for something that reviews well with over 135,000 reviews on Steam, Hogwarts Legacy. It's a whopping 90% off even though it was only released in 2023, arguably a bit low on this list. I put it here for various reasons, including the fact that you probably have to be a Potterhead to truly enjoy this game. In 6th place, let's go real cute with Kenna Bridges Spirits, like Overlord but more benevolent. 70% off even though the Steam release date was only 2022. And in 5th place, our list's roguelike game, yet a strange one because it's Against the Storm, the roguelike city builder. Does so well because it's much beloved and is 70% off even though it's only 2 years old. In 4th place, a game I've mentioned before, Clash Artifacts of Chaos. But if I've mentioned it before, and the change in the way Steam calculates average review scores means it's sitting on very positive instead of overwhelmingly positive, why is the ranking so high? Well, not only does it look brilliantly bizarre, it's sitting on 90% off even though it's only 2 years old. That's a small enough price to risk it on something so gorgeously weird. In 3rd place for list's local co-op game, and what a beefy one it is, It Takes Two. Practically the face of local multiplayer in the modern age. Sure, it was released way back in 2021, but 95% overwhelmingly positive with over 43,000 reviews on Steam, and it's a whopping 80% off. Then in 2nd place, our game with actually the smallest discount, but it's arguably the most anticipated RPG, or perhaps even Game of the Year, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yes, the medieval hardcore RPG that's a real peasant diversion. Absolute punishment. It was only released this year and already 50% off? I have no idea why they would do this. Plus, the review score holds up in the face of its popularity. 93% very positive with over 53,000 reviews on Steam. Maybe you could tell, this time the Splurge was in 2nd place instead of 1st place. But what a game. And then in 1st place, the game with, in my opinion, the best combination of acclaim and price and general gravitas. Don't forget age. Persona 5 Royal, the beloved JRPG from Atlas. 96% overwhelmingly positive with over 29,000 reviews on Steam. And it's 70% off even though the Steam release date is only 2022. That is rather incredible for something this well regarded. So there we go, the 32 best deals of the Steam Winter Sale 2025. Please shop responsibly now.